It is a great day here on Welcome to Our Community as I get a chance to introduce everyone to our Vice President and General Manager, Marsha Fogarty. Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for making the time for me, Dawn. I appreciate it.
I think when most people think about WTOC, they don't realize all the jobs that are behind the scenes. And I love the fact that you have these Savannah roots, not just WTOC roots. So this give back to me is just a natural thing for WTOC because we've always been that community station.
Absolutely, Dawn. You and I both have been around much longer than we probably want to share. But I think one of the very first projects we ever worked together on was a give back when we're doing some things for the Children's Hospital many years ago. And I remember you were a brand new reporter, and we all said that's the person, that's the one that's got to host our telethon efforts back in the day. So we've been doing that for many years. And so that's not new for WTOC. I think just put it under this umbrella of the big give back is kind of the upgrade that we've made, if you will.
So we're really excited about the big give back, and people have certainly seen the commercials on the air and they see that their sponsors helping.
Sure.
Let's go into a little bit more detail about what we're actually getting into, because I love the aspect of there are nonprofits out there every day who are helping people, but just need a little help sometimes to make their event successful or help even more people. And that's where we're coming in.
Absolutely. I think what we are doing here is just amplifying those efforts. It's something WTOC has always done, 71 years, we've always given back. We take our community service very seriously. And I think one of the biggest gifts we can give to the community and to these nonprofits specifically is exposure. Our fantastic viewers, whether they're getting us online, on the air, wherever they're finding us, they are able to learn more about all of the local nonprofits and how not only can they support them, whether it's financially or through the treasure of their time where they can go and help out. The Big Give Back puts it all kind of under one umbrella and gives them resources to be able to find out what's going on in the community. How can I be part of it? How can I give back with myself or with my money? However I can do it.
Exactly. So one thing that we love is we want to make sure that everybody goes to our website, WTOC.com. And right at the top, it says the Big Give Back, just like this. Click on that, and that's where you will find these wonderful resources. And it also starts with those nonprofits and how they can get involved.
Absolutely. So you're going to see stories, of course, of the various things that we're involved in, things that are going on in the community. You'll find a calendar, lists all kinds of activities. One of my favorite features of the website is that a nonprofit can actually go there and fill out an application. And it really just gives us more information so that we can take that in, our committee, and within the station, we can take a look at it and we say, where does this fit? How can we help out? Is this a calendar item? Could we put on a morning break? Do they need to come on with Dawn and talk to her on Welcome to Our Community? Or is this something that we can just get out at during a public service announcement, just to let the community know about it? So one way or the other, we can find a place for these things to fit in. We've always helped larger efforts. We're always part of United Way and Second Harvest and Ronald McDonald House and all the fantastic charities out there. But we just want to give this opportunity for everyone to be able to come on, apply, and let us find a place for that you fit. So we tell people more about you.
And I really love that because there's so many grassroots organizations that are nonprofit in our community. We couldn't possibly know them all, no matter what we do, but to give them that same platform where people can learn more about them as well, which is a really great thing.
Absolutely. We're going to continue to support everyone, of course, to the best of our ability, but there's always a niche, a place that we can find that we can squeeze something in and let somebody know something about it. And then the other feature on the page is that we've actually worked with United Way to kind of link into their volunteer system so that whether it's a United Way agency or not, you can actually go on our site, click the link, and you can find volunteer opportunities out there. Both, like I said, for United Way agencies and then others in the community. So that's another place that we can help out because, again, it's not just about exposure and going to events, but it's that long-term support that so many of these charities need. And sometimes it's just a couple of hours here and there, once a week, once a month, whatever you can do to help give back. And there's so many needs out there.
One of the other features, too, is that when people are watching our news and our programming, they see these great promotions from our marketing department, and we see a lot of attorneys and other people who have already joined us in terms of sponsorships. So we're always looking for those people as well, right? So that they can come on board and help us do even bigger things with our...
Absolutely. HCA Memorial, Country Financial, and Dozier Law all stepped up right away when we started bringing this idea out. And they don't come to us and said, we want to do more. We want to get back. How can we help? So they've all lent their support to this program. So not only are we running, more public service announcements, more kinds of alerts that we can share with the community, but they're all doing the same. They're helping us sponsor that, so we're getting even more time and giving more back.
With all of us being so busy, oftentimes we don't think about how we can be a part of that process as everyday people. I love that we have that feature too that says volunteers needed, or volunteer opportunities, I think is the exact name.
That's right.
And you could click on that, anybody, and sign up for something that they're interested in and help out in a big way.
You may learn about an organization that you didn't know anything about. It may align with maybe a personal struggle that you've gone through, some of your family's going through, or you just want to meet somebody. That's another way of just getting to know people in the community by volunteering. It's always a great place. You know, you're going to be there with other people who have like interests, want to give back like you do, and have that kind of need to serve the community.
Well, Marcia, just tell me, how do you feel knowing that we're doing something that is so big? I like the fact that it's all coordinated in one spot, and we can reach out whether you're a regular WTOC viewer or not. You can still use our page to make a big difference in the community. I think that's really special.
I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of it not only, for what we can give back to the community, but for our team. Everyone on our team, yourself included, is always looking for that opportunity. We have so many charities that we're involved in as employees, and then again as a group, we try to do some volunteer programs. We're getting ready to do something to Second Harvest, I think, coming up in the next week or two. And I just think it means a lot to our employees so that everyone knows that we're really committed. Not only are we giving you entertainment, news, and weather, and keeping you up and keeping you safe and keeping you informed, but that we're actually giving back. We take our position in the community very seriously. And like I say, I know that one of the most valuable things we can do is give exposure and time, and we're happy to do that.
Yeah, that's one thing, that we have such a great staff here throughout the year. So it's a stressful job because there are deadlines for every department, but when we do those key things every year, you just see a whole different aspect of your coworkers and friends here at work just come to life because we're part of something that's so much bigger, and we can see the impact that it can create.
Absolutely. We do our toy drive, as you well know, for 3 or 4 weeks every year, and this building is filled to everywhere you look. There's a bike or a doll or a game, and you can just tell everyone's feeling really good about that. We're knowing that that's something we're doing. That one thing you could always punch your time clock and go home, or you can just stretch a little bit and do that extra bit for the community, and to do it as a united group, I think it really feels good. It feels like something that we should do and we're proud to do.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Marcia, and thank you for being our great leader, leading us in a new way now, but a different chapter of WTOC that's a little bit bigger, I think, and might make an even bigger impact than we've been doing all along.
That's what we're trying to do. And we welcome everyone that wants to help us, that wants to support that effort. Please, if you do nothing more than log on and just find something that you can do and participate and be part of, it'll be a success.
Coming up,